I intend to enjoy the time I have left, and I suggest that you do the same. Life is precious. Enjoy every single second. You never know when. Good luck.
Welcome to the Biscuits and Blurays podcast, where we watch Blu-rays and the biscuit get a little bit softer now.
Get a little bit louder now.
A little softer now. A little softer now. Oh, we...
Sorry, why did you just sound like Tim Curry then?
Host James and Jade, hello.
Hello.
We were in a mix of blockbusters. We're having blockbuster season. We did dinos, doggies, super doggies, and Fantastic Four.
And now we're doing Death.
But the problem is, yeah, we had a week's gap between the Super Duper and the Fantastic Boy. So what were we going to do?
So it's like, what should we watch this? Like a new release.
Yeah, we wanted something new, something that people talked about this year. And a few people suggested we talk about like K-pop Demon Hunters.
We might do.
We probably will do. Came out this year.
But I wasn't in the mood for that.
Yeah. So we decided to watch a film that we missed at the cinema.
We booked tickets for this twice, guys, and both times morning sickness kicked my ass on the date. So we didn't end up going and I was gutted.
Yeah, always wear protection, people. You might get to watch movies. But yeah, so we watched this is the Final Destination Bloodlines podcast.
Yay!
Ooh, and guess what? The cat is in the room! Beep, beep, beep.
She's unimpressed.
Okay, great. Are you a fan of the franchise?
I am, especially the early part of the franchise. I think the last two films in it, I know people liked the last one before Bloodlines. I didn't like the last two.
Okay.
Everyone's agreed though that 4 was absolute dog shit.
Which one's 4? Let's go through the premise of those movies is there's a big disaster, and some people have a premonition of that disaster.
Yep.
And then they cheat death, essentially.
Yep.
But death is like, not on my watch.
You can fucking, when your time's up, it's up, motherfucker.
He'll always find you.
Yeah.
And he kills off people one by one.
Yeah.
Basically, that is that.
Yeah, it's pretty simple premise to it. Premise to it. I think especially in the initial ones, I think it's quite scary, some of those sequences, I think.
What's the okay, so the first one is the plane crash.
The planey crash, yes.
Yeah, so it's not actually a plane crash, it explodes.
It crashes into
nothing.
Into the sea eventually, I guess.
Is it hit by another plane?
No, it explodes on takeoff, doesn't it? And
yeah,
everyone dies.
Bad times. The second one is, of course, the highway.
Yeah, the truck with the logs that no one will ever drive around ever again.
Yeah. The roller coaster.
That's number 3.
Number 3. Then I get the last two mixed up. I know there's NASCAR.
I thought that was the 4th one.
Is that the 4th one?
I don't know.
And then there's the 5th one, which is the bridge? The suspension bridge.
I think that's the order, yeah.
Okay, cool. I know this franchise inside and out.
Do you?
No. I watched this when I was too young, I think. The first one in particular, because my sister was of age to watch it, and I'm a little bit younger, so I think she rented it. I only saw a few bits, but the bits I did see were traumatizing. Which
bits did you see?
I saw the guy getting strangled in the shower.
That was the worst death for me.
No. And Stifler getting his head cut off.
Oh, that's dead quick, though.
It's dead quick, but if you've not seen a decapitation in a movie before, it's quite shocking.
No, it was definitely Todd's death in the bath for me. I think we've all got the deaths in the franchise that traumatise you the most.
Yeah.
I think it's when his eyes go all bloodshot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that used to really creep me out.
I'm a bit iffy on the franchise in general.
Why?
I don't mind them. The people who like the franchise love it.
Yeah.
And fair play. You know, everyone's got to like something. Because I've not seen, like, I Know What You Did Last Summers and stuff. Mm-hmm. It falls into that sort of category.
Oh, I don't think it does. I think it stands completely by itself.
It's an interesting idea.
Yeah.
And I get it. I'm just like, yeah,
But that's the thing for me, I think that the first 2 films in particular are very creepy.
Mm-hmm.
And then from the 3rd one onwards, it starts to get a bit goofy with some of the death sequences. They seem to get more and more outlandish. It doesn't feel quite so realistic. And eventually it becomes one of those, a bit like the Freddy Krueger movies.
Okay.
It stops being creepy. And eventually you're waiting for the deaths. That's what you're there for. You're there to see people die in really weird and wonderful ways.
It's funny you should bring up the Freddy Kruegers, because two things. It is the Nightmare franchise where I like, the first one's okay, but I really enjoy the 3rd one.
Which is the goofy one.
Which is the same with the Final Destinations. I like the first one. The second one, I'm like, I don't care about this. The 3rd one is my favourite by far. Always has been, always will be.
I think it's generally accepted that Dream Warriors is an absolute banger.
Correct. Dream Warriors is better than the first Nightmare. And here's our full address if you would like to send hate mail.
And also love to Mr. England getting his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Good for him.
We love you.
It's good that horror's finally been recognised a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
To say most of these movies were banned in the 80s and stuff, like the Nightmare stuff and Evil Dead.
I don't know if Nightmare was as such.
I imagine it's banned in at least one country.
Possibly, but didn't Freddy end up with his own TV show at one point? And he was telling kids to not do drugs and stuff.
Yeah, he lost it a bit.
So eventually kids ended up loving him. Kids dress up as him. He's a child murderer. But take your power back.
That comes into it much later, though, doesn't it? That he's a child murderer?
No, it's from the get-go.
Oh, okay. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're all the kids he's after, isn't it? It's all the people.
I thought that was what the remake was doing.
No, the remake went a bit more of a touching children vibe. Which is, less said about that, the better.
No, that's probably a good idea. But also, we should address that this is from New Line Cinema.
Which is the house that Freddy built.
The house that Freddy built. A quick explanation on the house that Freddy built.
Yes, so New Line had no monies in the beginning, and it needed something to kickstart the studio, and it happened to be Nightmare on Elm Street. It ended up, those films were cheap to make, and they made a shit ton of fucking money. So that's why it's called the house that Freddy built.
If you are a fan of Lord of the Rings, you owe your movies to the Nightmare movies.
You absolutely do.
Yeah, because it's the same studio.
Yeah.
And good for New Line.
Good for New Line.
And I like seeing that logo pop up.
But in general, for horror this year, obviously the runaway film, I think everyone can probably guess at the moment, as so far this year has been Sinners.
Correct.
Which is a horror film.
Yeah.
And obviously this has also had some very good reviews. People have really liked this. Obviously 28 weeks has been a bit iffy, but people were excited for it.
People are talking coming down inside of you. Yeah. Boots.
Yeah.
We say this a lot on our podcast, and it's worth mentioning again. Horror is the only thing keeping the box office alive, particularly in the slower months.
Yes.
Good for horror.
We love that for horror.
Yeah.
And Warner Brothers are having a smashing year, aren't they, so far?
Yeah.
Because
but why not?
Yeah, they deserve it.
Anyway, Final Destination Bloodlines. Were you happy to see this franchise come back?
No, initially, until I saw the trailer and the kind of synopsis they were going for, and then I thought, fuck me, that is clever.
Were you asking for it back?
No.
Okay.
I thought they were dead and gone.
Forgive the pun, yeah.
Because I thought, well, what else? It's just going to play the same thing again and again and again. Again, as you said. Very much like a Jason Statham movie. You go in and you know exactly what's going to happen.
He's going to punch a shark.
He's going to punch a shark. No, someone slights him in some kind of way, and then he spends the rest of the film getting revenge on someone. This is the same with Final Destination. Where something happens, someone has a premonition, they cheat death, the people that survived die in weird and wonderful ways, and there's some sort of design that connects it all together.
Yeah.
And that's been done now from the first film. The second one tied it up, the third one stood on its own. As did the fourth. The fifth tried to bring them all together. And
that's what I didn't like about this announcement of the new one.
Yeah.
Is the fact that they went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a circle. It's, you can watch those in a circle. Everything ties into everything.
Yeah.
And I was done with this franchise. And then skip to this year, and New Line's like, yeah, here's another one. What else could you do?
Oh, I think this is clever.
I think this is clever. But also, this is very tongue-in-cheek.
It is, yeah. It knows what it is.
Exactly. I do want to... I have a fact. Would you like a fact?
Give me your fact of the day, Mr. James.
The directing duo of this movie are fans of the franchise, and when they met with producers over Zoom to pitch it to them, they set up a little trap You know, because these basically start off with one thing causes another thing.
Oh,
causes
yeah.
Another thing. They did that over Zoom and they like fake their own deaths essentially to the producers to say basically like we know what we're doing.
I love that. I love creativity like that.
Correct, absolutely. Like credit to them. This film made me laugh straight up.
Oh yeah, there were so many sequences. I looked at you and you were completely grinning. You were like, "Yeah, that's great."
I don't know what happens because I'm not like that with the other Final Destination movies.
I don't know. Maybe the soundtrack helped it as well. It seemed to have a bit of a Guardians vibe to it for no reason.
Well, it didn't help that the maybe like 3 songs were from the Guardians movies, and I was back to back. I was like, we're just doing the Guardians sound.
So where's Star-Lord?
Yeah, exactly. What's the plot of this one? Because it's not quite as straightforward as it used to be.
It looks like we're going to get the same sort of thing. We get a couple that go to it's called Skyview. It's like a tower restaurant.
Yeah.
And we get the disaster.
It's like the Space Needle in Seattle, is that right?
Is that what it's called?
There's a big tower in America that's basically like really thin, and then it's got like a dish, and then it's really thin again.
Okay. I think I know what you're talking about, but I'm thinking of like Springfield.
Okay.
The Simpsons.
This is essentially because we're Simpsons fans. You know that Itchy and Scratchy episode where I don't know which one's which. Itchy cuts off the sky needle, and it falls and falls and falls. And then it lands in his eye, and he's just running around.
Yeah, that was his film.
Essentially, yeah, it's the plot of this movie.
But no, so they're up in this sky tower. Uh-huh. What we think is a premonition happens. We see the disaster, but then it cuts out. We don't get to see what happens afterwards. It cuts out to a girl in class, who's dreaming about it.
Oh,
so already there's a bit of a difference there.
Yeah,
because usually it goes back and it shows you the person who's had the premonition reacting, and people cheating death. We don't get that. We get a girl waking up in class, like, I've imagined all this. I don't know what it is, I'm dreaming about it.
We've actually skipped some generations right here.
We have indeed, because the premonition she's having is of people in the 60s, whereas she is in class in the modern day.
We will be talking spoilers, just FYI.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen it, it's a good time. I don't think it would ruin it for you, because I don't think we're going to talk about any of the deaths.
No, maybe, I don't know.
But the thing is, with the deaths, if we do mention things that happen, there are so many like little twists in it.
Yeah.
That would keep you on edge anyway. But we won't spoil the deaths for you. But we will talk some mild spoilers. Yeah. Because, hey, we've watched it.
It's been out now long enough. I think people probably know bits and pieces about it. Yeah. You can already see the kill count on YouTube.
The annoying thing is that the filmmakers would just come up on my social media feed and was like, this is how we did this thing. And I'm like, well, I haven't seen the actual thing.
I haven't seen the film. I don't know who's going to die. I don't need to see a death scene.
Meanwhile, I can see, like, the, the special effects being done. And I was like, oh, I wish I hadn't seen that.
But now I have.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay, I know where most of these are going to go. This film, spoiler alert, killed a child quite early on. Yeah,
so in the initial dream sequence that this girl's having in class, there's a child that's throwing pennies off of the sky needle. A little fucker, to be honest.
Little brat, yeah. He got what he deserved.
And it shows what we think is him escaping death, and then actually it goes, nope. He won't escape death. We're gonna cartoon death him for some reason.
I think if you are gonna kill a child in a movie, you should Looney Tunes it. Why not?
As soon as it happened, you were like, yes.
I was like, okay, we've established the tone for the rest of the movie. Good.
Go.
Yeah.
So we get that. The girl wakes up in class. We find out she's the lady who's in the dream having this premonition, whatever. Her name's Iris. She's like, my grandma was Iris. I didn't know her. I'm going to go back home to my family and find out more about my grandma. Yeah. She goes back to her family. And they're like, well, it's crazy Aunt Maurice.
Crazy old Maurice. Yeah.
She's crazy. She's been sending us letters for years with all these really scary newspaper articles telling us death is going to get us. Yeah. We don't want her anywhere with the family, really. But she goes, fuck it. And she meets her anyway.
Yeah. And at this point, I think the franchise has done this before, where there's someone who's cheated it and then just basically just not moved for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, they're keeping away from everything.
Yeah. That felt a bit Halloween to me. You know, the sequel?
Oh, yeah.
When Jamie Lee Curtis is back and she's got a house full of traps just in case.
Yeah, in case Michael's going to find his way in.
Yeah. And that's an interesting thing to do. we've seen it before, but I'm always happy to see it.
Yeah.
And then she essentially goes, Death will come for you, like, eventually. Don't worry about it. Here's a list of things to do.
Yeah, so she goes to visit Grandma. Grandma gives her this massive book that she's created over the years with all these many ways. It's basically like A Million Ways to Die in the West. There's every way you could possibly die in this book. That death could find you.
Yeah.
As well as all of her research.
What was interesting is that usually when in the other movies, the premonition happens, the person goes, everyone's not going to have a good time in a minute. Everyone needs to dip.
Yeah.
Only a few people do escape death, but the thing still happens.
Yeah.
This doesn't do that.
No. So when we get to the grandma's house and her granddaughter says, oh, this is a dream I'm having. Mm-hmm. She says, well, yeah, I had this premonition, but I stopped it completely from happening. I told people to get off the dance floor. Yeah. So it didn't set off the chain of reaction. So effectively, I saved a hell of a lot of lives that night. Yeah.
And I thought that was great. I noticed she was doing that because it shows you the premonition again and like what she's doing. She puts out a candle, she takes the penny off. The hat still falls off.
Yeah.
But little things that would, like the ripple, that start the ripple effect.
Yeah.
She nipped it in the bud.
Yeah.
And I thought, that's quite interesting. Mm-hmm. But then the accident doesn't happen.
Yes, the accident doesn't happen and she saves people's lives. However, it's established straight away that because she saved all these lives, these were lives that she shouldn't have done. They should all have died that night.
Mm-hmm. And Death's pissed.
And Death is well pissed off.
He's sat there, like, wringing his little skeleton thumbs.
Fucking hell, I've got all these people to come after now.
I have to do that later. That's a job for future Death.
So Grandma's picked up on this. She's been able to track all these people's lives. Mm-hmm. And she's like, fuck, it's going to come for me eventually. And it's going to come then for my family. Because they shouldn't be here either.
Yeah.
So that's why she's isolated in this cabin.
Everyone's on borrowed time.
Which I think is really clever because we've never seen that before, where somebody survived that long, where they've then had a family that technically they shouldn't exist because she shouldn't have survived.
And that is what is working for the film, I think. Yeah. I think it's more interesting than anything we've seen since probably 2. I know I like 3. Yeah. But 3 doesn't add anything to it.
I suppose it's because as well, these people are completely innocent. I mean, they are anyway in these films because... like in these accidents, because they're all shitty ways to go. But these people, this family, they weren't even a part of the original stuff. They've just been living their lives happily all this time, and they're like, actually, no, all your numbers are fucking up.
You mentioned The Fall of the House of Usher.
Yes,
it's a similar vibe to that. If you've seen that.
Oh yeah, it's a Flanagan shenanigan, guys. It's on Netflix.
Flanagan shenanigan.
It's great.
Yeah, where essentially a family is picked off one by one.
Yeah, it's
really quite good. The problem I have with this film, and it's a problem I had when we watched Evil Dead Rise, and I think you know what I'm going to say. With the original franchise of Final Destination, I don't care about any of those people. I don't care about any of these teenagers and things like that. I'm not invested in what's going on in their lives.
Yeah.
In this one, they're all likeable.
It's a nice family.
They're all nice people, and none of them deserve it.
Yeah.
Evil Dead Rise, they didn't deserve it. That's just a family being a family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's my only critique of that film as well. So it's like, stop picking on...
Because this fun isn't there in watching... there is fun in watching kind of teens die in these slasher films. Yeah. When they're all completely unlikable, they're all knobs, and you think, you're making these stupid decisions, that's why that's happened to you. Yeah. Whereas in this, it's like, aww...
Not that guy.
The family were just having a nice time.
Yeah, we're just having a little barbecue.
And then Death just had to go, you know what, we're going to traumatise all of you for no reason.
Yeah. There's a few good fake outs. For instance, the first trailer that was released, it was like the family at the barbecue.
Oh no, it was a teaser trailer first, wasn't it? At the
guy with the nose.
Parlor, yeah.
The official trailer though.
Yeah.
It was the family at the barbecue, and then there was like stepping on a rake. There was a trampoline with a rake underneath. There was glass in some...
In like a glass of lemonade.
A glass of lemonade and stuff. And I think the joy the filmmakers get out of this would be to be one step ahead of the audience.
Yeah.
It's to go, put in as many fake outs as you can. I don't care. Do what you will.
Have the audience guess him.
Yeah. Because I thought, and the trailer would make it appear, that someone gets hit by a truck, a la the first one.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen.
No.
So that's very good editing on the trailer people's part. And also, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to be like, how is it going to get them this time?
Yeah, which weird and wonderful ways is it going to get them?
Were you ever surprised by it?
I I think I know enough about how these films work now
Okay.
to know kind of what's going to happen with them.
Okay.
I figured out initially what was going to happen that would trigger all the deaths. I said, as soon as something happens to Grandma, it's going to come for the family. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what happened. When we also get, when the family are on their travels, trying to obviously find a way to cheat death, we get a beautiful little cameo.
Oh, yeah. We should talk about this, because this is worth talking about. He's an icon without these films alone.
Yeah.
We need to talk about this. It's his last appearance in a movie, and he sadly passed away quite recently, I think. Mm-hmm. That would be Tony Todd.
Yeah.
You are more of a fan, I would say.
Yeah, so I watched the Candyman films way too young growing up, and I always found him absolutely fucking terrifying. And I think it's just the way he talks. I think he's just got such a menacing way of speaking in those movies. It's like a softness. And it's weirdly sexy.
Ooh!
But you know what? He's one of my favourite horror villains.
Absolute icon. I haven't seen the Candyman movies.
Oh, you should.
You've got them on my list. It's fine. But I know, like, Tony Todd from, like, things like... Because he's recently did the voice of Venom in the Spider-Man 2 video game.
Yeah.
And I've seen him in this franchise. And, he does have a presence and a gravitas. Sadly, he doesn't look very well in this.
Yeah, he looks poorly.
Yeah. And that's quite... It's quite good that he came back to do it. He didn't do it for the money or anything like that. He did it for the fans.
Yeah.
And that's beautiful. I think that's really nice.
And his monologue's beautiful as well, to be fair.
Apparently he had full creative control over that scene alone. Tony Todd did.
That's great.
I think everyone knew that it was going to be one of his last times on screen.
Yeah.
The respect is there from the other actors.
Yeah.
Have you seen the photo where they're all behind the scenes and stuff?
Yeah.
It's just so nice. Mm-hmm. But horror has this sort of community about it. I think we're just going to go off topic a little bit. We went to HorrorCon last year, and we had a good time. But there's a support for each other in horror that you don't really find in other franchises.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of gatekeeping in a lot of other franchises. But I think with horror, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
People just all seem to come together and think, you know what, that's goofy, that's this. We love it. We all have a favourite. We all might have a favourite villain or favourite movie, but everyone just I don't know, they just seem to appreciate it a little bit more.
Yeah. Because we went, didn't we? When we went, we were like, oh, we saw like cosplays for stuff that we were like, oh, we don't really like that thing, but that's an interesting cosplay and things like that. And everyone was just interested in what other people's opinions on movies were.
Mm-hmm. No one was saying, oh, you're wrong for liking this, or you've got this opinion wrong, you've got that wrong.
Yeah. So it's good that Tony Todd came back for this for us, the people.
For the fans.
Yeah. Tony Todd, rest in peace. It's sad. Practical effects. Mm-hmm. I love practical effects. We support them here.
We do. We are big lovers of the practical effects, which is why you need to watch Hellraiser.
Oh, Jesus, wept.
That's another one. HorrorCon this year, Mr. Bradley was there.
Doug Bradley, yeah.
And I was gutted I couldn't meet him, because he's another one on my list.
Yeah, why didn't we go this year? You are pregnant.
Sickness.
Okay.
It kicked my ass over all the cons, didn't it?
It did, yeah. Yeah, but so we love practical effects.
We do.
The thing that ruined the film for me was that I knew, obviously, the behind-the-scenes footage came out.
Yeah, I caught one too. I caught one of the deaths as well, and I was like, fucking hell.
We won't mention it in the podcast. So, we like seeing them.
Yeah.
There's quite a good amount of them in this, untouched. However, you can't go anywhere without CGI.
And it show you can tell as well.
Yeah. I don't think it really obviously the Sky Needle stuff, most of that would be CGI because
what it's showing, yeah.
It's quite high up. The ones I've got a bit of a gripe with is the ones that I know that can be done without CGI.
Yeah.
But there are effects in this that I've seen done in films from the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
Without CGI.
Yeah.
So the dependence on CGI here, it was a bit of a shame.
Yeah, I'd say that. I find that with all horror movies, though, nowadays. I find it almost lazy. I want to see the practical effects.
Again, Evil Dead Rise came out and they released all the behind-the-scenes footage of that, and most of that was practical.
And it's fabulous. I think it looks great.
I think you have to be creative with these kills in the franchise anyway.
Yeah.
And all of the deaths were creative. No fault there.
Yeah.
There weren't any personal highlights for me, though, because I'd seen most of them before.
I'm the same, but I liked all the Sky Needle stuff. I thought it was great. Obviously, we had an idea of what was going to happen because we'd all seen the trailers.
Yeah.
However, the full scene I thought was magnificent.
Yeah.
The build-up, it was just wonderful. Some of the deaths were really... I wasn't expecting people to go the way they were going to go. I mean, I wasn't expecting that child to go. I was expecting them to do what they've done in previous films. I thought not everybody was going to die.
Uh-huh.
That certain people were always going to survive. Some people were going to cheat it. No, it completely changed my mind. I was like, oh, you've done something different, and I love that.
Good for you, yeah. The stunt work's great. Because, for instance, when the Sky Needle's happening, it tilts and people are sliding and stuff. But also, like, fire walking. You know, when people are set on fire. I don't like seeing people set on fire in movies. I just don't like it. It really gives me the ick. Mm-hmm. Not so much the third one. I don't care about that. But when I know that it's clearly someone who is innocent. Someone's just having a good time at a disco, dancing to Lulu's Shout.
And then the next minute, they're covered in oil and they're on fire.
Crispy, yeah. Like, that woman didn't deserve that. However, that's good stunt work, and it needs to be addressed. Yeah, Tom Cruise is hanging off the side of a plane. I don't give a shit. That woman's on fire.
And she's running about, and that is creepy.
And she's in a 60s dress. Good for her.
She'd also got a cardigan on, and I was like, she should have taken that off.
I don't think... Oh, like, it's hot in here.
I mean, like, if it's all on the back of her and it's on her cardigan, you should have taken that off.
Yeah.
But I suppose if you're on fire and you're scared and you're in pain, you're not going to think about that.
Well, essentially, what you should do if you're set on fire is stop, drop, and roll. The problem with that is it's a glass floor. And most of the floor isn't there anyway.
Yeah, that's all gone.
Yeah, so, oops.
And also, it makes no difference even if you weren't on the dance floor.
Yeah.
As we find out.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
It was a massive chain of events that started to fuck the entire building. So.
Oh, man, some of those people really got it.
Yeah.
And I feel terrible, because, like, imagine us on a date night. I've got a date on the Sky Needle. It's going to be nice and romantic.
Well, we wouldn't do that for a start.
Correct.
How many times have I said, we're in London, do you want to go to the Shard? And you're like, nope.
It's too high. Get down. I like everything on ground level.
Oh, we're flying to Disney soon.
And I don't like it.
Half an hour, if you can manage it.
Honestly, I think my fear of flying does come from the first Final Destination movie.
Do you know what? I think maybe for a few people, that might have been the first time they was maybe exposed to something like that.
So I think I saw that movie before I ever flew anywhere.
Yeah.
So, I'm a scaredy cat. I don't like flying. And it's because of this. -1 star. I don't like it. That was good.
Oh, it's a good bit, though.
Yeah, it is a good bit.
And the effects are great. Again, if you watch behind the scenes and you watch how they do it,
yeah,
it's all really good.
But none of them deserve it. They're just trying to fly to Paris.
They're going on a field trip.
I never like seeing innocent people go.
No.
At times. We're 6 movies into this franchise. Mm-hmm. You have a little bit of information of another movie coming up. Oh
yes, so there isn't anything planned from what I've seen on my research.
Correct.
They've said that before they decide to do anything, they want to make sure that the creative process has been done properly, and that they've got something that's actually good. They're not just going to ping out any old shite. And do you know what? I like that.
Yeah. But that's how most films should be treated anyway.
But they're not, because money talks.
MCU,
They just run out trying to get everything greenlit, and then they just rush through without any real care.
These are all the films we're going to make. Stop. Stop.
So stop and take a minute.
Yeah. Stop announcing your movies way in advance.
Ugh.
So we're 6 movies in. Mm-hmm. Where did this one sit in your ranking of them? And what is your ranking of them?
1's the best.
Are you like the number 1? Okay.
Yeah, 1's the best for me. Then 3, then this.
Okay.
Then 2, then 5, 4.
I thought you liked 2.
I do like 2, but I like the other ones as well.
I think 2 does a lot more with the lore, whereas the other ones are just like, yeah, let's kill people again.
Yeah, I find parts of 2 quite long and drawn out.
Yeah.
Some of the characters I didn't really care for. I liked the way it tied up what happened with 1.
Okay.
That was good.
Okay, fair dues.
But 3, I used to hate, and then over the pandemic, for some reason, I just decided to watch it, and then I ended up seeing like a behind-the-scenes stuff on YouTube, and became obsessed with it. And I was like, fucking hell, this film's great.
Okay. So
what about you? What's your order?
But this sits quite highly for you then, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. It's kind of more or less in the middle to upwards. What about you?
From the bottom?
Yeah. Or go top if it's easier.
I don't like number 5, so I'm putting 5 down at the bottom.
Okay.
Followed by 4. 4's got that bit with the escalator.
Oh, do you not like escalators?
I love it. I love escalators, but I've never seen anyone get killed by one before. And I thought, he's going to get minced. Then 2, then 1, then this, then 3.
You've got a big love for 3, haven't
I've got
you?
a soft spot for number 3. It was the first horror film I really saw at the cinema. And
Not got anything to do with the leading lady in that film, does it?
the only one who's had a career outside of these movies. Yeah. That's Jade. Mary Elizabeth Winstead is wonderful in that.
Also, before you say that, we watched number 3 earlier this year.
We did.
And we had a look at some of the other actors, and they are working.
They are all doing things, I know, but one is doing a lot more highbrow
One has
stuff.
had a bit of a better career, yeah.
Yeah. She shed a single tear when she on cue. That's all I'm saying. That's acting.
Acting.
But everyone was good in this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no shade at anyone in the Final Destination franchises. You're doing great, but in this one, everyone particularly did really good.
And the lady playing the leading role, who was, trying to take over from Grandma, whatever, I found she overacted maybe a little bit, but I didn't find it unlikable.
I disagree. I found when she sort of got a clue as to what was going on, I think her character was just a bit much.
Yeah.
I think it was just written that way.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, listen to what I'm saying. We're going to save all your lives. She was a bit hysterical.
Yeah.
But that's still a good performance. But it's a good performance from everyone. The guy with the nose piercing, I thought was really good.
He's been a lot of people's favourites, hasn't he?
But we've seen a character like that before in number 2. You know, that stoner.
He's not as likeable, though.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I think everyone was good in this. But the scene with Tony Todd sits alone.
Yeah.
He's out-acting everyone in this.
Which isn't going to be hard, because
he's
a completely different calibre, isn't he?
Well, he's a master, yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. But no, I really like this. It sits second in my ranking.
Has it surprised you? Was you expecting to like this?
I think once that kid got squished by that piano, I thought, yeah. And again, this film, I laughed at it more. And apparently there were screenings of it where people were just in hysterics.
I like that, though.
And if that's the vibe that this franchise is now, I think that is a winning formula.
Yeah, I think people are there to see the death sequences. I think it had a great marketing campaign as well.
Yeah.
It got people going, oh, fuck, I need to look at what's around me now in case anything could kill me.
You picked up a penny in the street like 3 weeks ago.
I always do it, though.
Yeah, well, you're not going to do it any fucking more.
I know, that damn penny. Laugh of its own.
There's no way that ending scene could ever have happened.
That was a bit ridiculous.
And even if you think you've survived, logs.
Logs are always out there to kill you guys.
Logs. Oh, there's generational trauma that these movies have set up everyone.
There really is, isn't there?
Yeah.
I don't know anybody who've seen these movies that will drive behind one of those lorries with the logs.
I think we did it. It happened to us recently. We were on the motorway.
And we were like, no.
And you were driving and there was a log thingy and you indicated very quickly.
I was like, nope. I've seen the movie.
Not today, Satan.
Although in the second one, no spoilers, it's the pregnant lady that survives.
So no, it was the passenger.
She was never supposed to be in the accident, was she?
That's right. I do remember that.
Because I've seen the special features when I had the first one on DVD.
Correct, yeah.
And there was an entirely different ending. Number 1 should have ended completely different.
Okay.
They was going to have, obviously, the lead character Alex and Clear Rivers. There's going to have them have sex, just randomly.
Okay, cool.
And then she was going to get pregnant.
Ah.
So the whole idea was going to be new life.
Yeah, and he survived.
It destroys death.
Yeah.
And the second one kind of went for that as well.
I think it did it more.
Well, it tried to do the new life, like saves you from death, using the pregnant lady. But then it went, oh, actually, no, she shouldn't have been there. And then it didn't do that with any of the others, and I'm glad it didn't, because I think it's a bit cheesy.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, didn't the third one get its ending completely rewritten as well?
Well, the third one came out at a weird sort of time, because when the DVD came out, DVDs were all the rage. So you could pick alternative endings. Not endings, but alternative ways that people died. For example, the sunbed scene.
Yeah.
You could basically choose your own adventure, where you could either have the theatrical cut, or one of them got out of the thing but just banged their head.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah.
She goes to get the friend out, and then they still die.
They still die. They still die. Everyone still dies, but you could choose how people will die.
Yeah.
That was interesting. But they don't do that anymore.
No.
Bring it back.
But interestingly as well with these movies, I think the first two, they went, we're happy to have some survivors. Then the third one went, let's just kill everybody.
Yeah. Will this film do that? Who knows? We're not going to tell you.
Yeah, we're not going to tell you which route it decides to go with this. Is it going to lean in more to the first, or is it going to lean more into the third?
Yeah.
There's like logs everywhere.
I had a good time with this. I do regret not seeing it in the cinema.
Yeah, I bet it'd have been good in the cinema. I think being in an environment as well where everyone else is laughing and having a good time is good. But as we've been seeing more and more from our cinema experiences this year, people just can't shut the fuck up or their phones are going. So all we'd have needed was somebody being completely obnoxious, laughing at really stupid times, and that could have spoilt the film.
Yeah.
We got to watch it in our own time without any people distracting us or pissing us off.
The best screenings we found recently have been... because we're members of Cineworld Unlimited, have been the unlimited screenings. People
This is from respect, don't they?
They seem to be fans of films.
Yeah.
Good times. Because we saw Whiplash. We got nudged a few times by the back of the chair, but everyone shut up.
Yeah, there was that respect for film, and I don't think, especially with new releases now, where any old people are going to go and see it.
We've been a bit lucky because we've had a bit of more IMAX releases recently. Mm-hmm. So the films are loud. You can't really hear talkers. You'll always get some idiot on the phone.
Yeah, no, people can't seem to keep away from their mobiles. I don't understand why.
Yeah, Final Destination was a good time. And who knows what's next?
I know, they've left it completely open-ended for things to move on now. So
or have they?
I think it's well known that they have.
Oh, okay.
So it's so it could go in any direction now, and
I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm here for it as well. I'm excited to see what they do next, and I'm glad that they're not just going to churn out any old shit. Yeah,
there's respect for the franchise now. I don't think they realised how popular this franchise was.
I don't think they were expecting it, were they?
Because it's made bank. Hey ho. Horror keeps the box office alive.
Go on, horror.
But better than Space Jam?
Yes.
Hey, I agree.
Purely because it did the equivalent of dropping an anvil on someone's head.
all it was missing, if it was an anvil, I'm just saying it would give it a 5-star from me.
And it had some sort of sound effect, you'd be like, yep.
Correct. It did not. I gave it 4.
If the Animaniacs had have just appeared from behind the anvil as well, you'd have been even like, oh my god.
Yeah, boingy, boingy. Everyone's just smushed on the floor. Yeah, I gave it 4. You gave it
3.5.
Okay, safe. So tune in. It's Fantastic Four next week.
It is indeed.
Excited?
Not as much as you are.
No, I'm not that excited either, though.
You're a liar. Yes, you are.
Not as excited as I was for Super Duper Boy.
I know. I reckon you're probably going to really enjoy this, so I've just got a feeling.
Okay, we'll see. But tune in next week and go and watch Final Destination Bloodlines. Available now, probably.
Yes, well, you can, because that's how we watched it.
See you later, guys.
Bye.